go live first. Hello, hello, everybody. How is everybody? I'm just going to invite our last presenter. I am Michelle. And let's see when she comes up. Okay, that's done. Oh, whoops. Alrighty, bring them to camera. Oh, good. People are there. Yay, we see hearts. Hello, hello.
Hey, y'all.
Hello. Okay, it is just about 9:02, so we're going to go ahead and get started.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for jumping on tonight. Oh, it's climbing up quickly. We've got 15 people. Okay, great. I'm Michelle Stuchel, and I am so excited to talk to you tonight.
I'm Brittany Howard. Hey, y'all. I'm Christina.
And we are so thrilled that you took a little bit of time out of your schedule to join us and to hear our stories about why we decided to go with Plexus. We are definitely the health and happiness company, and we are very much a product-based company. And I wanted to just go over for a minute and a half what we're about. We have all natural plant-based supplements that deal with the roots of most of the health issues that we have in our country: poor gut health, blood sugar imbalance, and inflammation. These are extremely high quality, sourced incredibly well, non-GMO, vegetarian, gluten-free, plant-based, that again deal with the roots of most of our health issues. We have a variety of different products. I think we have like 15 different products. And please talk to the person that invited you to this event to learn more about them. We could talk about them all day long, but you want to hear why three of us, very, very different, but we all decided to go with Plexus. So with that, I'll turn it over to you, Brittany.
Okay, thank you, Michelle. So I'm Brittany Howard, and I started Plexus as an opportunity and decided to go all in with this and just really work this business and build it, because several years ago, I was looking for a way to supplement our income. I have 5 kids and we homeschool, and I've never really had a career. I do have a degree in business, but I've never really had a career. I've always been a stay-at-home mom. And we were not broke, but we were pretty comfortable. But I wanted money to do the extra things. Not that money is everything, but everything that I wanted to do with my kids cost money. And so I was looking for a way to bring in some income and bless my family financially without giving up what was the most important to me, and that was homeschooling my kids. And so when I found these products, the more I learned about it, the more impressed I became, and the more urgent I became about where we're at in the market, which Michelle's going to share with you about later, and just knowing that this company carries products that everybody needs, but not many people know about. And so I decided to jump all in with the opportunity, and I do this in between homeschooling my 5 kids, and it has completely changed our lives and our financial future. I'm now earning a 6-figure income, and I get to drive a Lexus paid for by the company, which is something I never would have envisioned myself doing, but it's really nice. And I get to go to Hawaii every single year, paid for by the company, and it really is a dream come true. I get to see my husband more. He now has options. We had always wanted a family-based economy where my husband could take my children to work with him if he so chooses, so that they could learn a skill and we could all just work together as a family. But before Plexus, he was not able to do that. We were a one-income family. Stepping out on faith to start his own business was not option. We could not afford to miss one paycheck. And now my husband has options. He is free to pursue what he loves. And now my children do get to go work with him, and they are learning carpentry skills and all kinds of things that are going to help them in life. And I see my husband a whole lot more. So we love Plexus. We are so grateful for these products because the products have helped us tremendously with our health issues, my digestive issues, his uncontrollable sneezing fits, weight management, And not only that, but the opportunity has literally changed our life. But I want to share with you a little bit about why network marketing as an opportunity, why network marketing as a business model. And let me pull up my notes here. Okay, so the first thing is companies have choices when they are going to decide how are we going to allocate our advertising dollars? How are we going to market our product to the masses? They have choices. Do we want to invest in celebrity endorsements and big TV advertisements and things like that? Or do we want to invest in ordinary people like myself and like Michelle and Christina, and allow them to achieve extraordinary things? And many companies are now going with a network marketing model instead of your traditional brick and mortar type of model where you just walk into a store and buy a product off of a shelf. Our economy is social now, and everything is online. And so more and more companies are going to this model simply because it works. Word of mouth has always been and will always be the most effective way to market a product. And so companies can decide, do they want to invest in people as far as their advertising dollars, or they can invest in other things like your traditional models. So network marketing is the fastest growing business model in the world simply because more and more companies are catching on to how effective it is. Because you are going to trust your friend who says to you, I tried this product and it helped me like this, and you should try it too, quicker than you would trust, I don't know, Jennifer Aniston trying to sell you some skincare or whatever, okay? Another reason why network marketing is the best industry in the world is because we have residual income. That is something that is kind of rare, actually, unless you write a book or you're generating, so you invent something, you're getting royalties. Those are a couple of different ways that you can earn residual income. But residual income just means that you work one time and you get paid for it over and over and over. And it's pretty hard to come by. So I didn't foresee myself inventing anything or writing a book anytime soon. And so network marketing was a really viable option for me and my family for residual income. So I'm building this, and I will continue to get paid on this forever and ever and ever. And not only that, I can pass my business down to my children. They will inherit it whenever I pass. Another thing about network marketing business is that it's low startup costs and low overhead costs. Think about any other business. If you were going to start a franchise, it would cost you a minimum of $500,000. If you were going to start any business, there's always a huge upfront investment. With network marketing, it's very low startup costs, very low overhead costs. We don't have to pay for things like advertising. We are the advertising. We just basically get paid to share. We get paid to talk, which is something I'm pretty good at. And then a quick ROI. So we get a return on our investment very, very quickly. I earned back my investment within the first 2 weeks of sharing, and anybody can do that. So it's low investment, low startup costs, but what you do put into it, you can earn back very quickly. And then time flexibility. So you are free to choose your own hours. You work for yourself. You're an entrepreneur. It gives you all of the flexibility. You choose to work when you want to work. You do have to work. It is a business. You have to build it, but you build it on your terms and not on a boss's terms, right? That's the beauty of being an entrepreneur. You choose your own hours. I work my business in the nooks and crannies of my life. We are very busy. We have 5 kids. And so I love that I can do this whenever it fits for my family. And I love that I get to choose who I'm going to work with, because you can't really say that about most business opportunities. So I love that I get to work with my best friends, really sharp people like Miss Stuchel here and Miss Williams. And anybody can do this. So when I first started, I really didn't know if I could, because I'm not a good salesperson. I actually did another thing in sales before, and I lost money because I'm not a good salesperson. I live in the middle of nowhere, one red light town out in the country, and I did not know a lot of people, and I was shy and introverted. all the reasons why I could not do this, or didn't believe that I could. But what I have found is that I can brand myself online, and I build most of my business using social media, which is something that I love. And anybody really can do this. Network marketing simply is a set of skills that anybody can learn and get good at. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Christina.
Hey guys. Yeah, so I love that, Brittany. My story is a little bit different. I am a school teacher. I'm in my 7th year in the classroom. I got married really young, had babies really young, and then went to school to become a teacher. Went straight through my bachelor's, got my master's, got my specialist, and with that came the lovely student loan debt. But I entered the classroom, and I just really thought that that is where I would spend the next 30 years of my life. I knew that I was born to teach. I have done it since I can remember, whether it was stuffed animals or my little brother and his friends, whatever. I was always teaching somebody something or trying to. But I learned really early on in my career that it did not matter how early I showed up or how late I stayed or how hard I worked on the weekends or after school or tutoring or extracurricular activities. Y'all, I was the dance coach. It didn't matter what I did. I was never going to make more than the state of Georgia said I could make. There just was no way. I mean, that's just teaching for you. And I don't know if y'all have checked out the teacher salary lately, but you can't exactly achieve financial freedom on it. And I knew that I wanted to expand my family. And I understood that while money wasn't everything, just about everything that I wanted to do with my family did cost money. And so living paycheck to paycheck as an educator, getting one paycheck a month was not something that was going to allow me to do what I wanted to do. And so I began to watch my friend Brittany. I've known her for 20 years. So I trusted her automatically. And I watched and her and I discussed for quite a long time. And then finally one day it just clicked for me. I mean, I did some research in the company. And I just decided that this was going to be the avenue to change my life. So I joined about 2 years ago. Within the first 8.5 months, I had matched my teaching income. And so it's just kind of gone ever since then. It's just continued to build and build and build. So recently, drum roll, I was actually able to turn in my notice. And so I will not be returning to the classroom next year. I'll get to stay at home with the newest little babies. We have 2 littles now, 2 big ones and 2 littles. And so I'll get to stay home, and that's really exciting. It definitely would not have been an opportunity without Plexus. So I definitely dare you to think about what could happen if you did do something crazy like network marketing. And I'm here to tell you why it's not a crazy idea. So Brittany told you why network marketing specifically, but I want to talk to you about why Plexus. There are lots of other companies out there that have legitimate products, lots of them that I purchase from friends. But there's a reason that I chose to go with my company instead of some of the other ones. And here's why. So Plexus has quality, all natural consumables that every human needs. When you are considering joining a company, you need to consider whether or not the company has longevity. And what I mean is, are the products that you're selling something that's going to be consumed? If not, people will eventually have enough. Okay. For instance, let's pretend that there was a company that sold softballs. Okay. Softballs, you can only use so many softballs. You might need a lot of them, but eventually you're going to run out of a need for softballs. And so that is where longevity of a company could come into play. With consumable products like Plexus, people are taking them every single day, which means that people will continue to take them every single day because they work. There's a ton I could say about quality supplements, but basically, as long as you're living and breathing and eating, you need to be supplying your body with those tools. And so people are understanding that more and more. And so Plexus is solid in the sense that people will continue to need what we have to offer. Longevity, consumable products for everyone out there, men, women, you name it. If they're eating and they have a gut, they need what we have. Number one. Reason number 2, a low buy-in cost. So Brittany said network marketing was an ideal opportunity because of the low buy-in cost. And when you're considering starting a brick and mortar store, you're talking of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Well, there are companies out there that you can join that are just a few $1,000s. That's much less than starting a brick and mortar store. There's network marketing companies you can join that are several $100s, still drastically less. However, I dare you to find a company that you can join for $34.95 that has the solid history that we do, that has the compensation plan that we do, and that have the opportunity for advancements that we do. There's not one. I'll save you the time. $34.95 is what it cost for me to become a business owner. And that was amazing. Another thing, y'all, I'm a teacher. So 5 paychecks a month. Hello. Yes, please. I need 5 paychecks a month. I was used to 1. So I love that Plexus pays us so often, and they pay us a billion different ways, 11 to be exact. So I love that. Y'all, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm a mom of 4. I have a lot of kids, and they're a lot of different ages, so I'm busy all the time. The one thing that I could not do was have to deliver product. I love my friends that deliver me their products. I use them. I literally use them every single month. But I don't have time to ride around town and tie them in cute little bags with bows and business cards and, hand deliver them and hug necks and kiss cheeks. I don't have time. What I do have time for, though, is for helping someone get set up online and having products sent directly to their house every single month so that they're never without, and I don't have to drag my kids around town to deliver products or store them in my garage. I go in my garage and it fits 2 cars nicely. I have 4 bikes. I have an electric scooter in there. My garage is nice and clear because we don't have to collect or keep any inventory at all, ever. People buy, that's it. My favorite. And then the last thing, 2 more things. No parties. You don't have to host parties. Sometimes we have sip and sing. You don't have to have a certain number of parties. No one's going to come down on you at the end of the month if you didn't meet a certain quota or sell a minimum. You're not penalized. They don't take money away. This is your business. You're definitely in business for yourself. The entire company, which means our resources are limitless. We have a ton of support that's available to you, training videos, coaching calls if you want them, anything that you could need to be successful. It's built and it's ready to go. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. This is something that literally anyone could come in, decide today to do it, and start tomorrow being successful. And that is what I was looking for in a business. I didn't have time to learn a ton about a whole new, I didn't have time. I needed something that was going to be, I could plug in, I could dig my heels in, and I could go. And that's what I love about this business, is that it's super simple. And the trips, y'all. I love my friends in this company. I'm almost done. I love my friends. I love the trips. I love the fun. So we've been to Vegas and Dallas and Orlando and Atlanta and Charlotte, Savannah. We get to go and do and hang out. And we're talking concerts and parties and Universal Studios, the whole 9 yards, you guys. And anybody can earn these trips. It's amazing. There's not many other companies out there. Y'all, I can promise you, I love my principal, but she ain't never sent me to Vegas. She ain't never sent me to Dallas, right? So I love, love, love the fun side of this company. And Brittany already said you can choose who you work with. So I get to have this fun and do these things with my very best friends. And it doesn't get any better than that. So Michelle is going to close us out by telling you all the rest of the important things that you need to know about why Plexus is the best opportunity for you.
Yes, all of the rest, all of it. So my story is a little different. I am a homeschooling mom of five. No, not 5, 3. And I don't know, just 3. I'm your
Prophesying.
Oh, that's something. We do not have fertility drugs. But our products do regulate hormones. So I'm a homeschooling mom of 3. I have a master's in rehabilitative counseling. I got married late, had kids late. So I had careers before I got married and had kids. And now currently I have a leadership role within our national homeschooling group. And I'm busy. Okay. I've got a lot going on, and I was not looking for an opportunity. I, in fact, stepped out of one role so I could slow down. But my health was in crisis, and Brittany knew me, and she had told me about the products and asked me about my health goals, and I had no idea about gut health. To make a very long story short, she educated me, and so I started the products because I was desperate. But she also was telling me about where we were in the marketplace and the incredible opportunity that came with Plexus. And she said a couple things to me that really stuck in my brain. For example, I mean, obviously her income's great. Obviously the Lexus is great, but things like only 2% of the population has even heard of Plexus. You know, people, this is all about relationships. The opportunity is there. Where we are in the market cycle is in the momentum building stage. This is where the real money is made. This is where the legacy company is made. And I kept on saying, no, thank you. That's great. I want my own story. I just want to get healthy. Thank you, but no, thank you. But she planted those seeds in my brain, and I couldn't get them out of my head. I had a baby at 43. I was homeschooling 2 kids with a toddler running around. I did not need anything else. My husband works for the U.S. Attorney's Office. We're good, but we're going to have 3 college educations. And like my husband says often, 3 weddings. That's in the back of my mind. And so I did a little research. And the things that Brittany said to me really stuck with me. And then as a certified life coach, I remember my mission statement was to radiate, inspire, and release passion in all those around me. But it was really hard to do that when I felt like crap all the time, pardon my French. And as I started to realize, because I had a pretty quick story with the products, it was like the Lord said to me, do you care about, because I didn't want to be that person. Please hear me. I did not want anything to do with network marketing. I didn't want to be posting on Facebook. I didn't want to be that girl. I didn't want to put my name on the line. I did not want this because what would people think? And I'm not going to be that person. But I really felt like God said to me, do you care more about what people think or more about helping people? And what if this is exactly the answer to the prayers that you and your husband have been praying for years? I couldn't argue. I actually repented. I said, okay, wow, this is it. And so Brittany kept talking to me. And so one day I said, okay, Brittany, tell me more. So let me tell you a little bit about why the timing is right. And you could not be listening to this and getting involved at a better time. Okay, let's talk some numbers here. In the US, we have 325 million people, actually closer to 326 million people. Less than 2% of the population has even heard of the company Plexus. Less than 2%. That's approximately 6.5 million people, okay? Do you know how many orders we've had? We're gauging and we are forecasting for this year 4.9 million orders. So less than 2% are even ordering, okay? That means there are 319 million people in this company that have never heard of Plexus. We are nowhere near saturation. This company is only 10 years old now. And in the life cycle of a network marketing company, you've got the introduction, and then you've got the momentum building phase. And that's what Brittany kept saying. This is when you want to get in. The introduction, and if you can get in during the momentum phase, this is when everybody's going to come under you and the residual income is real. This is financial freedom. If you work this now, you are setting yourself up and your family for generations because we will be a legacy company. Think about Mary Kay, okay? Everybody knows a Mary Kay rep. Everybody's tried their products. Everybody's been invited to 10 facials, right? We are going to be like that. But it's not just going to be for women. It's for men, women, and children. Everybody needs these products. Everybody has health issues, and everybody needs what we have. So where we are in the life cycle is in momentum. I even found a graphic on Facebook when I was just looking up life cycles of network marketing. The momentum phase, where we are now. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but this is the time before the masses know, because the way network marketing is structured, you get paid, you're compensated on who comes under you. So you've got the momentum phase, okay? But it's not just about the US. We just expanded into Canada. We just launched our headquarters in Canada. Another 31 million people. We have New Zealand, we have Australia. And think about this. The health and wellness industry is a $3.7 trillion industry nationwide, globally. $3.7 trillion globally. Right now in America, we are a $167 billion industry. Let me contrast this for you. Mary Kay, which is a legacy company, it's ranked the 122nd biggest company in America. 122nd biggest company in America. They have $3.5 billion in sales. Guess what? We're quickly approaching 1 billion and we're 1 billion and we're not even, this is our 10th year. This year, they're forecasting for us to have about $6.9 million in sales. $691 million. We're getting close to 1 billion in sales and we're only 10 years old. We're having 14,000 orders a day. We are launching as a company 4 new products this year. Last year, we had a big unveiling of the Slim reformulation, which was huge. And this Saturday, actually, there's going to be a huge reveal. And you know how many ambassadors we have out of the 325.7 million people in America? 1.1 million. That's it. 1.1 million. 0.03% of the population is an ambassador of Plexus worldwide. What if this could change everything for you? What if you raise that percentage point? What about the people that you know that are desperately worried and stressed out and waking up in the middle of the night because they're wondering how they're going to pay for their kids' college or where they're going to get groceries or the weddings or retirement or whatever? More people go to bed at night worried about money than they do about their health. And I dare say their health is more important. But as it says in the Bible, where your treasure is, that's where your heart will be. Please talk to the person that invited you. I challenge you to think, what if this could change everything for you and your family? Not just the products, but the opportunity. We're so excited. I hope you join us. We've got one of the fastest growing teams in the company. I love these ladies. I'm so thankful. And I pray that you are as blessed as we are. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, guys. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.